Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a tutorial on this glitter wing here, this teal glitter wing. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I have actually done a glitter anything. I used to post them all the time on my Instagram, but you know, it's the summertime now, so just not doing a whole lot of glitter, but couldn't resist today because I did get the new Kylie palette. I got this a couple of days ago, and even though I ordered this on the actual launch day, I just got it a couple days ago. And I also did not pick up one of her shimmer eye glazes that she had. I think they had a special where when you bought it on the day of the launch, you could have got it for $10. But I have so much shimmers and glitters, I decided not to add that. But I wish that I would have for the sake of this tutorial. But anyway, I'm going to do more than one look with this palette because this corally shade, you guys know that I love my corals and my bronzies. So this is the look that I did today. I did a teal wing, and I topped it with the pressed glitter. She's got a couple of new formulas in this palette, and you guys will hear my thoughts throughout the palette, which I actually love, so you guys will get that. And I got 3 of the lippies, and I'm wearing 2 of them on my lips, and I show you guys those. And yeah, that's it. So if you guys want to see how I created this teal glitter wing, then just keep watching. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lauren Jade. Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. I'm 57. I have mature, crepey, wrinkly skin. I have hooded eyes, and they are slightly downturned. So all of my tutorials kind of focus on working with and dealing with the situation, not that situation, but the situation. You guys get me? I know you do. You feel me? I mean, you know, the struggle is real when you're working with mature, crepey skin and you've got hooded eyes. So I'm always looking to pass my tips and tricks on to you guys. And yeah, that's it. So if you guys want to see how I created this teal glitter wing, then just keep on watching, and let's just get right into this tutorial. All right, I have already went ahead and I primed my eyes. I used MAC's Paint Pot here in Soft Ochre, and I set that lightly with a little bit of translucent powder. And I have also went ahead and created my fake crease. You guys know that's a staple in all of my eye looks. I have a lot of how-to tutorials on this step, so I'm going to be skipping it for this video, but feel free to check out any one of my other ones because I detail this step in a lot of my tutorials. So I've already went ahead and started doing a little bit of baking just because I am going to be using glitter today, and I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've done anything with glitter. There was a while there where I did a lot of glitter cut creases, glitter half cut creases, glitter wings. I did a hot pink wing. I did a ocean blue turquoise glitter wing. I just did a lot there for a while, so I feel like it's time to play in the glitter again. So I'm going to grab the Cheek Leader palette, and I'm going to be going into this Hula shade. I'm going to be contouring my crease with this. You guys know that I always bronze up my crease, and I almost always use the Hula bronzer because it's just such a nice neutral shade, and it's just perfect for shading that crease and contouring the area. So I'm going to start out here like I always do and just kind of put a little bit on here, and I'm going to go right on top of that fake crease that I created. This is going to soften that crease shade, and it's also going to contour right up here in my socket bone, right on my hood. I'm going to grab a little extra, and I'm going to focus right on this inner corner here. You guys know that I like that inner corner shading. It just gives such a beautiful sultry fade right there. I'm going to brush it up to the brow, and I'm going to lightly take a little bit into this nose contour. There's a bridge right here, and just kind of connect it all together. And I just love all of her palettes. If you guys remember last year's summer palette, which looks like this, this one just screams my name every way. It is just like, oh, these shades and the warm tones. Like, I love everything about this palette, and believe it or not, I have not used this yet. I know. I have hundreds of palettes, and so I just have not even gotten around to it, but I bought that one last year also on the launch. This is the packaging of this year's, by the way, and it's just beautiful. So we're going to play in this. I'm really excited. It seemed like I was going to tell you guys something else, and I can't remember. In case you guys are wondering what shade I use to create my fake crease, I use this one right here. I always go in with a sienna, kind of a warm sienna, caramel, kind of a brick red kind of shade to contour my little fake crease with. That's just what I do. In this palette, I did not have a choice here. There's this one, but this is a cool tone brown, and I wish that this palette had another deeper warm crease shade. These other ones are warm here, but then you've got this cool tone brown she added, so you know, which is great for shading and contouring and stuff, so maybe that's why it's in there, but I wish that it would have been a deeper warm tone shade, but it isn't. So we're moving on. The first shade I'm going to grab is Hook You In. I am using my Sigma E35 blending brush for this. I've already gone in a couple times. I'm just kind of building up this color. I want a really light and airy backdrop because the focus is going to be on the wing. So I want the backdrop of colors to be very, very light. And I'm just really just doing circular motions and just keeping everything light and airy. I want that really flawless airbrushed finish out here. I want it to, I'm just grabbing this white bone shade here from the LC Minimalist palette because this palette here doesn't have like a bone shade. And I'm just going to lightly pick up these edges of that light peachy shade that I put, just so that everything is really kind of airy out here. All right, I'm going to deepen up the crease just a hair, not too much, just a little bit, and then I may go back in and deepen it up a tiny bit more once I get the actual lid and the wing done. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit for right now. I'm going to grab the Sure About You shade right here, and I'm using an R39 for this. I'm just going to plug this into the socket just super quick. I'm holding it at kind of horizontal so that these bristles on the side of the brush are going to kind of soften it out for me. All right, so when I looked at this palette, I was like, all right, I'm not even going to mess with this pressed glitter. She's got a couple of different formulas in this palette that she didn't have in some of her others. There's a pressed glitter, and I think this one is like maybe like a metallic-y type of a glitter, but I was like, I'm not going to mess with those because I was originally going to go into this shade. You guys know how much I love corals. Like the first thing that popped into me when I saw this was the transition shades, but this shade right here specifically. And I know you guys kind of expected me to do that, so I thought, well, I'm just going to do something totally different. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of this shade right here, and I'm going to map out my lid space. This is that Hook You In shade. And I love that the names are right on here because when they are on the back right here, like I always, it just like literally throws me for a loop every single time. So I'm just going to lightly carve out my lid space here. All right, so for my actual wing, I've got some, I'm going to use this glitter adhesive because I really don't want to mess with glitter glue. I really, unless I'm doing like the whole lid, I really just don't like to put glitter glue in like a little tiny area or like a little spot. And I've got a little Petri dish right here, and then I've got my NYX eyeshadow base in white. So I'm going to start with that, and I'm just using a angled liner brush here. And I'm going to start by drawing my wing with this eyeshadow base. Taking it a little bit thinner on the inner corner to be a little thicker on the outer corner here. Because I want the actual glitter to show up, I'm going to make the wing a little bit thicker, I guess, or a little bit more elongated. I'm going to wipe this off now. And I'm going to go into lighter than this, and that is because the white eyeshadow base is an amplifier, which I really love because it really makes the colors pop. So I'm going to deepen this up one more time just to get a little bit. Normally I would want this shade right here, but for this look I want to go one more time just to get it a little bit deeper. But yeah, I love these white bases, and I love an eyeshadow palette that has a stark white for that reason alone, because I love amplifier shades. Like, I'm all about that pop. All right, I am going to go ahead and probably deepen up the crease just a little bit, but first I want to do my lid and get that done, and then just kind of see the overall picture, and then I'm going to probably deepen it up just a little bit, but I want to get my lid done. You guys know that I skip around all the time. By the way, I'm picking up a tiny bit more of this NYX base, just a tiny bit, so tiny, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this right on my lid, just a hair, just to kind of amplify up the shimmer, just a hair. Like, it's like one of those small towns, you know, if you blink you'd miss it. It's just a tiny bit, just kind of carving out that space just a little bit more. I love amplifiers, and this is literally like my favorite base. I literally use it like almost on the daily. All right, now I'm gonna go into, I'm gonna grab my, I'm using this. This is from the Rose Gold collection. This is the R42, and I'm gonna go into Sea Pearl right here. I needed to get my mirror here so I can be a little bit more straightforward so you guys can see, but you can see how beautiful this shade is, and just how, you know, that eyeshadow base just makes this pop. It's just stunning. And I'm just putting this on the front part of the lid. I did not even spritz my brush with MAC Fix Plus, which is like another staple that I always do, because, you know, it did not need it. You can see just how beautiful this is without that. And I actually, to be honest, like, I actually prefer this over, you know, wetting the brush. Like, I like how this looks without that step. Some shimmers and stuff are so lackluster, like, you literally, like, you need to spritz because, you know, they don't show up. But I actually like how this looks, so I am not going to spritz the brush or do anything. I'm just keeping this as is. All right, I'm going to go back in with my R39 here and grab a little bit more of this Welcome Aboard shade and just kind of deepen up the crease just a hair. And now is a good time to do that because I just got done with the shimmer. So now I can just kind of go right over that shimmer and just wipe away any little flecks and just make sure that everything is nice and even and connected. Just gonna plug this right in there and just go right on top. I always do this step. I always go back in and re-intensify this crease, this area right here, always after I do my lid space. Like, it's just like a staple with me. All right, now for the actual star of the show, the glitter, I'm going to be going into Can I Help You right here. And then I'm thinking I'm going to use maybe this shade right kind of on top to kind of line the lid right underneath. You guys know I like that kind of dark to light contrast between the crease and the lid. So that is what I'm going to do, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I want to get that gold in there somewhere because the green and the gold is just such a beautiful combo. So I'm taking my little, I got a little tiny little Petri dish, I guess, if you will, and I'm using the ABH glitter adhesive. And this looks like a little nail polish bottle. So I'm going to drop a tiny, just like 1 drop into that little Petri dish. I may take 2 drops. Just like a tiny amount. You don't need much. And I just honestly don't like to mess with glue. I do have some NYX glitter glue, and that stuff works really good, but I really don't want to mess with it. So I'm going to grab my... I'm going to go back to this little shader brush that I've been using, this little angled liner brush from, it's an angled detailer from L'Amour. I'm just wiping this off now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this brush into the little adhesive, and very lightly I'm going to place that right on top of this teal wing here. Just cover the wing up. And then I'm going to dip back into the mixture, coat the brush, and go into... I am not sure if the camera's picking up just how beautiful this is. I did not get any fallout at all, which is a kind of a shocker, and I'm sure there probably will be some at some point because it is glitter, but I'm not seeing any here. I did have a couple on my eyelashes that caught that I actually just kind of dusted off here. I was going to do this as a double wing with gold on there, but I didn't. I just went with this. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into this cream color brush that I was using, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of this gold right here, which is Boss Beach, I believe. Yep, Boss Beach. And I'm going to run this right on the corner here. Corner, but more so like up. Just like a little bit, just like right on the edge. Just like a tiny bit. And I don't know if the camera's picking up just how stunning this is, but it's a beautiful combination. And I'm going to... I want to take a tiny bit now of this green shade, and I want to pop this on my lower lash line. So I'm going to grab my... I'm going to just slide this underneath the actual wing. This is just a M432. It's just a flat definer brush. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of smoke, but I'm just connecting this into this wing right here so that there's some connection to the lower lash line smoke, so it's not just a wing out there by itself. I just did a video yesterday on how I do my winged liner, my smoked out wing liner. So if you guys didn't see that, it kind of explains this whole liner process. All right, I actually just grabbed a pencil brush and just kind of smoked that shade down a little bit so that it was, make sure that it was connected with the wing. I'm going to go back in with this little brush that I've been using the whole time, and this shade right here, which is Welcome Aboard. And I'm just going to slide this right underneath so that that green has something to kind of blend into. All right, I absolutely love this look. This is just stunning. You guys know that I'm gonna do another look with this because I wanna go into and play in this shade right here. You guys know how much I love corals, and all of that. So yeah, I want to do a coral slash bronzy look. I know, that's like another staple look of mine. I'm going to do the lips now, and we are going to use these lipsticks that came in the collection bundle. I'm going to line my lips with the Coco K lip liner first. All right, so I've got the lipsticks here. Now on my lips, I did use this shade right here, which is Paradise Please. And then I topped it with the metallic. This is the Endless Summer metallic, so I used both of these. Now, you guys know that like I just always do a nude lip, like 9 times out of 10. If I don't do a nude lip, then I do something coral, but most of the time it's either nude or corally. So I really wanted to go into this shade, which is totally me. This one is Beach Bum. This one has me written all over it, so I probably will use that next time. This time I decided to do the coral and really just go for a pop of everything. All right, so now I'm going to spray my face, and then I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts. I'm using my Kylie setting spray. I got my fan going. Woo. All right, guys, that completes the look. I love it. It's very summery. It has me written all over it. A lot of shades I want to play with some more in this palette. This coral one, of course, is calling my name. This purpley one is beautiful. Like, it's a gorgeous purple. I will say that. It's almost like it's kind of like a little magenta purple. I don't know, but it seems like her palettes just get better and better all the time. The colors are just beautiful in this. The mattes blended effortlessly. You guys seen, it was just super quick. And so far, I have zero fallout from the glitter that is on the wing, and the shimmers that were in here, just, you can see that just pack a punch. I didn't even have to wet my brush. I just used the NYX base, as you guys seen. So yeah, that is it, and watch for more tutorials on this, and love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you in my next one.